Canelo Alvarez has just signed a 5-year, 11-fight deal with Dazn, which is worth a minimum of $365 million. That's a minimum. That's his baseline. He's going to earn more than that. 5-year deal. This is effectively, potentially, the rest of Canelo's career will be on Dazn. Now, as I said in my previous video when I first broke this news to my subscribers, Canelo has not signed with Eddie Hearn. I said this in my initial video about this story. He hasn't signed with Eddie Hearn. It's Golden Boy and Canelo doing a direct deal with Dazn. And some people have said, well, see, this doesn't really benefit Eddie Hearn then. Because, he's not in on this money. Well, no, it doesn't directly, but indirectly, it massively benefits Eddie Hearn. Because one of the obstacles that Eddie Hearn had to overcome with Matchroom USA and his relationship with Dazn, one of the probably the biggest obstacle he had to overcome was convincing fighters that Dazn was a legitimate platform. Now that Canelo Alvarez has signed a long-term, 5-year, 11-fight deal with Dazn, Eddie Hearn is going to have no problem at all convincing fighters that Dazn is credible. No problem. This is going to open the floodgates for fighters to sign up with Dazn. Whether they're going to sign up with Eddie Hearn on Dazn or Golden Boy on Dazn or maybe other promoters on Dazn. It really doesn't matter. You see, people get it twisted and think that this is a Matchroom channel. This is not a Matchroom channel. I don't give a flying you-know-what about Matchroom. What I care about is fighters getting more opportunities, boxing fans getting more boxing, and boxing fans getting better value. And that is what Dazn provides. So whether it's Hearn promoting on Dazn or De La Hoya or whoever, makes no difference to me. As long as fighters are getting opportunities and getting paid well, fans are getting more boxing and fans are getting better value for money. And that's what Dazn is doing. And here it opens the floodgates for all kinds of fighters now to want to sign Dazn deals. That's what's going to happen, people. The biggest star in world boxing, Canelo Alvarez, has just signed to Dazn. He's just put his stamp of approval on that platform. It's a wrap. So all these demented, delusional, deranged, intellectually challenged Wilder fanboys, and even Wilder himself, who is a fantastic fighter, but as a businessman, terrible. He's a hillbilly. He's got some smart people in his team, but he himself, he's a hillbilly. He's not a smart guy at all. That's why him and his fans were saying, Dazn is trash. Nobody's going to sign to Dazn. Oh, that's garbage. We won't buy that. Wilder and his fans were saying that no top American fighters are going to sign to Dazn because we all know that's trash. That ain't going to work over here. Ah! All this emotionalism and foolishness from the Wilder fanboys, praying for Dazn to fail. Why would you pray for Dazn to fail? What's wrong with you? What, you don't want value for money? Well, you don't want that? You don't want fighters to get opportunities? You don't want to see more boxing for a cheaper price? You don't want that? These Wilder fanboys are so demented. They would rather see $100 pay-per-views forever rather than see Dazn succeed. These people are crazy. They would rather see Dazn destroyed and have Showtime showing $200 pay-per-views. They would rather, I'm serious. A lot of you guys don't understand how mentally insane fanboys are. So many fanboys. They don't understand how mentally insane they are. I've been on YouTube for 8 years. My channels, the old channel and the new channel, have got millions of views. I'm not saying that to boast. What I'm saying is I have seen literally millions of fanboys on my channels over the course of 8 years. I know how fanboys think. I know how they behave. I've studied the fanboy. I know all about the fanboy. And so when people come to me saying, oh, Hatman, the stuff you say about the Wilder fanboys is a little extreme. Yeah, they're stupid and this and that, but, you know, you're going over the top with the stuff you say about. No, I'm not going over the top. You haven't been in my position to study the fanboy for as long as I have. As many of them. Millions of fanboys. That's who I've dealt with on my channel. Millions of them. I know how they think. I'm telling you now, see, people struggle with this, but slowly but surely people are coming to the realization that the vast majority of Deontay Wilder fanboys are desperate for Wilder to avoid Joshua. Yes, they are. People have tried to argue this point with me. Oh, that's not true, Hatman, because I argued with this Wilder fanboy and they really think that Wilder... Listen to what I'm telling you. Don't watch what people say. Watch what they do. And sometimes don't watch what they say. Watch what they don't say. I am telling you, I know the mind of a fanboy. I've been studying them for 8 years. I've had millions of them on my channel. The Wilder fanboys are absolutely desperate for the Joshua fight not to happen. They act like they want the fight, but they don't want the fight. Deep down, they don't want that smoke. They want Wilder to continue on fighting people who they're confident he can beat. Deep down, they're not confident he can beat Anthony Joshua. And that's why they're desperate for that fight not to happen. They want Joshua to give up the belts or to run. This is what they want. That's what you need to understand. Anyway, the Wilder fanboys are on damage control right now. Yeah, damage control, damage limitation. Trying to say Hearn's got nothing to do with the Canelo deal. Yeah, he has nothing to do with it. But if you can't see how he benefits from it, you're either blind or you're crazy, or both. Eddie Hearn is popping bottles right now. All of the Dazn people are popping bottles. Dazn's platform just got a massive stamp of approval. Yeah, that's the platform Eddie Hearn is the primary promoter on, Dazn, in the United States. Massive stamp of approval with this Canelo Alvarez deal. The floodgates are open, and all these people are now going to sign to Dazn. And maybe there's an opportunity for people like Charlo still, because Eddie Hearn is not going to need to overpay fighters anymore. You see, when Dazn was getting the hard sell from Hearn, he was having to overpay fighters to get his first few cards off the ground. But now that Canelo's signed to the platform, he's not going to have to sell as hard. Because again, it's not so much about the promoter here. It's about the platform. That was Eddie Hearn's biggest problem in the US, is convincing American fighters that this platform can actually work. Convincing American fighters that this platform is actually viable and legit. What better way to convince them than to have Canelo Alvarez signing a 5-year deal on it? And again, Hearn had nothing to do with the deal. But the fact that he's on that platform legitimizes the platform. Mr. Rap, Richard Schaefer, don't do it. Don't do it. I see you tying that necktie a little bit too tight. Don't do it. Oh, wow. And people who want to fight Canelo Alvarez are going to sign to DAZN now. I totally forgot about Danny Jacobs, right? He is with Matchroom USA. Very good chance that Danny Jacobs, who could become a world champion again, very good chance he signs to DAZN. And who else is out there? Obviously, Andrade. Look at the middleweight division now. It's all going to be on DAZN. And if somehow K2 ended up on DAZN as well, with Golovkin, either signing a direct deal with DAZN with K2 or signing with Eddie Hearn, either or, the entire middleweight division will then exist on DAZN. And the only person who won't be on it will be, well, who? Billy Joe ain't got a belt no more. I mean, yeah, the entire division will be on DAZN, potentially. And that's a hot division right now. What's Charlo going to do then? Because he was acting all bougie before. Is he still going to act bougie now? You see, this is why, as a fighter, you can't get caught up in foolishness. Deontay Wilder, not a smart man. A hillbilly. Can't think straight. Foolishness is what he gets caught up in. Same with his fans. Disappointingly, the Charlos got caught up in the foolishness. Turning down a great opportunity for themselves. Not thinking straight. Getting caught up in all the silliness with the Wilder fanboys. Shooting themselves in the foot. Adrian, we know Adrian Broner's a damn fool. Adrian Broner had the opportunity to sign with DAZN. Hey, he shot himself in the foot. He missed the boat. And Hearn did say, look, I'm not going to be overpaying fighters forever. Initially, I will be. But long term, I ain't going to be overpaying them forever. Some of them are going to miss the boat if they don't take the opportunity now. And potentially those guys have missed the boat. Here's what it is. Stop listening to silly people. Be smart. Think objectively. Don't think with emotion. Think objectively. Whether you like Eddie Hearn or dislike him, have your lawyers look over the contract. Think about it. Look into the business behind Eddie Hearn, the business behind DAZN. These are serious people. Well, you think what Eddie Hearn has done in the UK is a fluke? Hell no. Boxing in the UK was in the dark ages before Eddie Hearn came along. It was in terrible shape before Eddie Hearn came along. Facts. And these American Wilder fanboys don't know nothing about the British boxing scene. British boxing was in the dark ages before Eddie Hearn came along. That's the reality. Frank Warren weren't doing nothing for British boxing back then. Huh? He had his day. He's washed. Washed up. That's what Frank Warren is. Hearn saved British boxing with the fighters that he brought along. The Joshuas and the Carl Froches and those guys. That's what saved British boxing and put it in the position it's in now. His marketing and his engagement with the fans. Yeah. That's what's brought British boxing to the point where it's leading the world. In so many ways. Yeah. In terms of the success and how popular it is in the country. So what, as a fighter in America, you're not going to look at that when Hearn comes to you with an offer? Are you dumb? You're not going to look at the fact that DAZN have been massively successful in Japan and various different territories around the world, Germany, etc. Massively successful. Are you dumb? You're not going to take that into consideration? You're not going to take into consideration their budget, the people behind them? Are you dumb? Apparently so. Apparently so. Yeah, and lastly, returning to the demented Wilder fanboys. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. These people desperate for DAZN to fail, saying, oh, we'll never buy DAZN. For your $9.99 a month, you get all Canelo's fights. For your $9.99 a month, you get, I think it's something like, is it 8 or 12 Golden Boy shows a year? For your $9.99 a month, you get 30 Matchroom shows a year. For your $9.99 a month, you get the World Boxing Super Series. For your $9.99 a month, you get Bellator. Do I need to go on? And you're saying DAZN is trash? What is wrong with you? You're not mentally and emotionally right. You've got problems. You need to go and see someone. I'm being real here, people. You need to go see someone. Sad stuff. Let me know how you get it. I just imagine the faces of all these these people are crazy. They're crazy. You know that, right? These people are actually nuts. Emotionally unstable, intellectually challenged, very sad. These people are not boxing fans. You don't have to like Eddie Hearn. I don't give a damn about Eddie Hearn. What I give a damn about, as I've already said, is boxers getting more opportunities. Boxing fans getting more boxing, and boxing fans getting better value. That's my MO. That's what's important to me. Who or what is providing those things, irrelevant to me. Right now, Eddie Hearn is providing that. But the day that he stops providing that, I've got no loyalty to the man. I'll start bigging up a different promoter or a different entity or a different channel. I got no loyalty to these people. They don't pay my bills. My loyalty is to boxing. It's to what's best for the fighters and what's best for the fans. The real boxing fans, not these crazy, demented fanboys who I do enjoy trolling. I'm not going to lie. I do enjoy trolling them. Yeah, this move is good for boxing. Canelo Alvarez, clearly smart. Done the right thing. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below, people. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.